Starting at number 10 is Japan, and honestly, it makes a strong first impression. One red circle, centered on a clean white background. That's it. No clutter, no competing shapes, no motivational text nobody asked for. The circle is your yoga mat. Drop into a downward dog right in the middle, and the white space around you is your breathing room. No elbows in someone else's sun salutation. You could walk onto the Japanese flag at 6 in the morning, find your spot immediately, and just begin. The negative space also works perfectly for cool-down stretching, the kind where you're lying flat on your back pretending you're not avoiding the next set. Most gym designers could learn something here. Switzerland? This one is almost suspiciously functional, so it caps itself at number 9. A bold red square with a white cross running through the center, splitting it into 4 equal sections. Those aren't just design choices. That's a floor plan. You've got 4 distinct workout zones built right into the geometry, each one the same size, each one clearly defined. Top left quadrant, strength work, deadlifts, squats, anything that requires you to make a face. Top right, cardio, jump rope, box jumps, whatever gets the heart rate up fast. Number 8 goes to Denmark, and this is where accidental design genius starts showing up. The Danish cross sits off-center, pushed toward the left side of the flag rather than the middle. What that does, unintentionally, is leave a wide open rectangle on the right panel, wide enough to run shuttle sprints end-to-end, wide enough to do burpees without elbowing a symbolic border. The left side, slightly narrower and tucked past the cross, becomes your natural cool-down zone. Stretching, walking lunges, or just standing there catching your breath and pretending you meant to stop. The cross itself? That's your plyo box. Jump over it, step up on it, regret it immediately. Denmark didn't plan any of this. But here we are. Number 7 is the United States, and the flag is a lot. 50 stars and 13 stripes, which sounds chaotic until you realize the stripes do something useful. Lay that flag down, and those horizontal red and white lines become a natural track system. Lane markers, already printed, no tape required. Perfect for shuttle runs, agility ladder drills, or bear crawls if you're having that kind of day. Each stripe is wide enough to designate its own movement pattern. Sprint the red ones, walk the white ones. Treat it like a built-in interval workout. The Star-Spangled Canton in the top left is another story. 50 stars staring at you mid-set is either deeply motivating or mildly unsettling depending on your relationship with eye contact. Either way, you'll finish your reps. Nobody wants to bail on a set in front of 50 stars. Number 6 is Brazil. Green field, yellow diamond, blue globe, stars, a motto banner. 5 things happening at once. That yellow diamond, boxing ring, the angles work, run footwork drills on it, shadow box in the center, skip rope along the edges. The green outer field is your conditioning zone. Kettlebell swings, lateral shuffles, anything that keeps you circling the perimeter. Brazil went too far in every direction and somehow ended up somewhere useful. Number 5 is India, and this one deserves a full walkthrough. Picture this. 6 in the morning, room still dark. You step onto the flag and the saffron band hits you first. That deep burnt orange, aggressive before you've had a sip of water. High knees, jump squats, burpees. Your lungs are already arguing. The saffron doesn't care. You move into the white band and the pace drops immediately. Barbell rows, dumbbell presses, controlled movements that require you to count and breathe at the same time. Your heartbeat finds a rhythm. The white demands focus in a way the saffron never did. Then, the green, stretching, hip openers, the foam roller work your physio keeps mentioning. You're flat on your back staring up at the Ashoka Chakra, a wheel with 24 spokes, and if you squint, that's a spin class you never had to book. Nobody designed India's flag as a training plan, but zone by zone, it maps out a full session without a single laminated sign. Number 4 is Bhutan, and the dragon gets all the credit. The flag splits diagonally, orange on top and yellow on the bottom, with a white dragon stretched across the divide. That dragon is mid-motion, coiled and reaching, and the form is honestly better than what most people bring to leg day. The diagonal line itself does something practical. It creates a natural zone split. Upper triangle for upper body work, push-ups, overhead press, pull variations, lower triangle for lower body, squats, deadlifts, lunges, all of it. The dragon sits right on the dividing line like a personal trainer who won't let you skip leg day and also breathes fire if you try. It just watches and judges, which is what a good coach does. Number 3 is Kazakhstan. There's a sun in the top left corner with 32 rays, a step eagle in flight just below it, and a decorative vertical stripe running down the left edge. That eagle's wingspan maps out a pull-up bar situation nobody planned but everyone could use. Arms wide, core engaged, the eagle holding perfect form while you figure out your grip and try not to make a sound. The 32 rays on the sun work as a rep counter if you're willing to squint and do mental math mid-set, which is genuinely harder than the pull-ups. The stripe on the left side is narrow enough to function as a dedicated warm-up lane. High knees, arm circles, the hip mobility routine your physio told you to do 3 months ago and you've done exactly once. It sounds absurd until you realize most commercial gyms don't have a dedicated warm-up lane either. Just a treadmill someone left on a 3.2 incline since 2019. Number 2 is Nepal, the only non-rectangular flag in the world. 2 stacked pennants, both pointing right, creating a jagged double triangle silhouette that looks like someone folded the corner of the page and just left it. Structurally, it makes no sense. As a gym, it makes complete sense. Every corner is a different challenge because none of the corners are right angles, which means nothing is ever comfortable and there's nowhere obvious to stand. The sharp angles funnel you toward the center, where there's no wall to press your back against and no corner to rest in between sets. You want to do core work? The pointed tip of the lower pennant is your starting mark. Lie down there and try not to slide off the geometry. You want to run a straight line? You can't. The wide base of the upper pennant gives you just enough room before the flag ends and you're on the floor. There's no flat wall to lean on and scroll your phone while pretending to recover. No comfort zones, and that's completely literal. The winner is Seychelles, and once you see it, you can't unsee it. It sits at number 1 because the flag shoots outward from the bottom left corner in 5 diagonal color bands: blue, yellow, red, white, and green. It's a sunburst radiating from a single point, each stripe fanning out across the entire flag. That geometry does something no other flag on this list does naturally. It divides the space into 5 distinct, non-overlapping zones, each one clearly separated, each one pointing in a different direction. Think of it as a circuit training layout. Blue band for cardio, yellow for strength, red for conditioning, white for stretching, green for recovery, or for standing there looking like you're about to start any moment now. Every zone has a clear boundary. You don't need tape on the floor or laminated signs. The flag already did it. No other flag on this list gives you 5 defined training zones without any additional setup. Switzerland gets close with 4, but 5 is a full circuit. Seychelles didn't intend to design a gym, but it's the only flag that looks like a personal trainer drew it up on a Friday afternoon and somehow got it exactly right.